Hey everyone, and welcome back to So Blessed by Jess. And today we're doing another Civil War sampler quilt block, and it's Fort Sumter. And I've been there. I can't believe it. And it was a wonderful trip. Lots of history. There's a submarine there. Lots of different things to look at. But here's our block. Isn't it beautiful? We are gonna go more this direction right here. Right? Yeah. Or no, maybe this direction. No, we're going in this direction. So again, top block. But I accidentally cut something wrong. So I'm kind of flip-flopping the colors. But hey, it's all going to work out in the end. So let me go ahead and flip you down to this bottom camera and let's put the block together. All right, so here are the pieces that we have. So the pieces that I messed up, does it really matter? No, I don't even know why I'm mentioning it. All right, here's the middle, which is on point. And then you have the red that are flanking. We got some gold cornerstones. Pretty fabric. Tizzes. All right, and then these go here. Right. And then we have these triangle pieces that go here. Okay, so I will show you what the block is supposed to be in just a second. Well, let's scoot that out of the way. You can probably see where I'm going to need to cut anyhow as I'm forming this. All right, let's see, can we back out just a little bit more? Oh, we can. Disregard the mess on the floor. There's always messes around here. All right, so I'm going to bring it up a little bit. All right, so here we go. Here's our block. So how I'm going to tackle this is I am going to sew these triangles to the rectangles. Okay, hold on. I got to stop touching the camera. There we go, because I'm going to get you all dizzy. So I'm going to sew these triangles to this rectangle, okay? I'm going to make this 4 patch in the center, and then I'll fold the 9 patch in half, fold this in half, find the center, and then center all of these on. And after that, cut it down to where it needs to be. So let me go ahead and make this, and then I'll make these units, and then I'll show you how I'm going to attach these units to this 9 patch, and we'll go from there. Oh, this is a nice little block. All right, so here we are. All my 9 patch is done, and all of these unit pieces are done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 9 patch. We're going to fold it in half. We're going to find that center. We're just going to pinch with our fingers just to make a crease. Boom, it's right there. Okay, then we're going to take this block. We are going to line up and find the center of this brown, which is right here. And we are going to line them up together. Now, if you're a pinner, this is where you can pin. I am not a pinner, so I'm just going to take this to my sewing machine. I'm going to hold it. We're going to go ahead and sew 1/4 inch down the seam. There's no seams to match up. Make sure that all the bottom stays nice. Oh, sorry you guys. I am squeaky McSqueaker over here. Then we're going to set our seam, warm up those threads, and we're just going to push it back. Right. And that is one side. Now I'm going to do opposite sides. Then I'm going to trim off these dog ears and then add the other 2 sides. All right, I'll see you when it's time. And then I'll trim down the block. I'm going to trim it down before I show it to you because I don't want to accidentally give you the dimensions of the block itself. And there she is, Fort Sumter. Oh, look at that. Love that block. Love that block. So it looks good. So super happy once I trimmed it all down. It worked out beautifully. I'm glad that that trick that we had. So creating these pieces first and then go ahead and trim it all down after we center it around the block. All right, so what's today's history? Well, let us go and check it out. Ooh, Mary Chestnut. She watched the battle from the roof of her Charleston house. The scene pictured here. Let's see if I can, let's cover up the instructions. Look at that scene. Beautiful. All right. Anywho, Fort Sumter block recalls the official beginning of the Civil War, with the Confederate bombarding of the Union of the Fort Charleston Harbor. The Southern diarist, Mary Chestnut, was a witness as her husband negotiated with the Yankees on the island. The block was named by a fictional Nancy Cabot, who wrote the Quilt column for the Chicago Tribune in the 1930s. And it symbolizes the fort in the harbor. Interesting. And it talks a little bit about her diary entry and stuff like that, which I'm not going to get into. But she just watched the war going on in the harbor. But yeah, I've been there. It's pretty much in ruins. It's just like the stone around it, and some of the cannons are still left in there, but I mean, they've been disabled and they're just cast iron sitting there. But anywho, isn't that a beautiful block? I love it. Where's it going to go in the quilt? You'll have to find out when you start searching around and with all the blocks that we created. So thinking about that, there is sashing that you need to make, which the dimensions are in the book right at the beginning. And if you don't see it at the beginning of the book, then you're going to miss it. But we made our blocks a certain dimension, and then we made these 3 strips, so a light, dark, light, and they're all varied. Like you're gonna see it. There's some red. There's another one with red in it. Blue. There's some purple, like it's a purplish color. But it's a very scrappy look. And so I made, like 20 of these sashing strips. Maybe more than that, like 24. I'm going to say like 24 sashing strips. And then I cut them down to the dimensions of the block. And then I attach it. What I'm doing right now is I'm going through all the blocks and I'm just attaching it to the right side of the block that I'm doing at the moment. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this underneath so I can make sure that I do that as I'm going through, so that I can make sure. Halfway through piecing it together, I have, where are they? Lots and lots of blocks. They're all sitting right here. So I have all of these blocks that need that sashing strip. I also have a bunch of scrappy 9 patches that I've made, and they're the same dimensions as the width of these columns. And it doesn't tell you how to make these, but I can give you some hints if you would like later on, or I can drop a video and I can show you how to make these. But then they have to go opposite. So when I put them together, it's a dark, light, dark that touches the light, dark, light. So, which I do have one somewhere that I've already done. And of course, can I find it? Of course I can find it. So this is what the sashing strip will look like. And these go in between the blocks too. So there's like 124 of these. and like 50 or 49 of these pieces. So anyway, we got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff. So as I break down even more things into the video, but anywho, lots going on. I'm trying to piece this thing together. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's a pleasure hanging out with you. You guys are an amazing, amazing community, and I'm really blessed to have you all. So leave a comment down below in the video. If you have any questions, just let me know. My contact information is in the description box also below. All right, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.